Diggers on the trailer, ready to go to Richard's. This is moving, but it's still not quite in the right place. Just tried moving it over then with the Merlot, but it needs to get a bit emptier first. Otherwise it's not going to work. Off it goes. Oh, we seem to have a robin in the weighbridge. No, 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 go that way, go that way. Hey, hello. Got a robin in here. A robin. Go to the door. Come that way a bit more, that way a bit more. There we go. I don't know, it's just sat on there. Name that tune. Just on my way up to Alex. I think he might be using the tractor tomorrow for something really, really random. You might see that tomorrow. So, and then I'm going to shoot up, see how they're getting on with this, with the digger is. Then I've got to go bounces, and then I've got to go to class to Morris Caulfields. So yeah, we'll see what we can see at these yards. Yeah, when Richard built his house, he had like a hard stand in here that he kept from when he used to do the caravan storage, and he was using it for building the house, putting all the materials on. Well, it's done now, so he wants to take the hardcore back up, put soil in, and then he's got a nice garden. Well, we're always needing hardcore, so I'm going to take that up to the other yard. I think Rob's getting the riddle bucket. We're going to riddle it first, so we don't take too much soil with it. Just arrived at Cheshire Farm Machinery because I was passing, and someone messaged me yesterday asking what make the rolling road brake tester was. So I thought, oh, I may as well call in, because last year we brought all our trailers up and they had a bit of a day where you could get your trailer brakes tested. So I'm going to speak to Andy, see if they're still doing it this year again, and then we can fetch them all up before harvest and get them done. Or people will do it before silage season. So we'll have a little look what they've got in the yard. They've obviously got a fleet of Deutzes, as you can see, and a Manitou, and a baby Manitou. Tiny, isn't it? Hey, that's neat, isn't it? It's like really, like not a lot of stuff to get in your way, if you get me. You know, if you're like reaching out of it, because there's no corner pillars. Right, so Total Care BM test equipment is the make of the brake tester rolling road. So I'll put it in a video. Got a Hurleyman in here. Tom Pemberton spec. Yeah, it also comes with the computer and the stuff on the wall as well. So this is a Hurleyman XT95, and was it running bad then, or just putting?
It filled a sump full of water.
Fill a sump full of water, and this is why, if you look at all the bores, perfect. But this one, you see how there's no carbon around the top. The injector was firing off on an angle, and you might not see, but it's cooled the liner that much that it's cracked, and then it was filling the sump with water. So it's getting a refurb. But you only need a liner and some injectors then.
So you can repair the injectors as well, because these injectors can replace the nozzles.
All right. Are they driven off a push rod then? Is it Deutz engine?
No, it's a Sammy's engine really. It's the liquid cooled engine that would have been in the Lamborghini and the Hurley.
Right, because some of the Deutz do a push rods, weren't they, opening and closing the injector, weren't they? Did they all have their own little injector pump?
Not on the ones I've ever worked.
Oh, right.
These are similar in a way, I know what you mean, but these are 4 injection pumps.
Yeah.
Working off the cam.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The injector pipe goes to the injector.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I knew that they all had separate pumps. Yeah, no. The push rods with the valves, weren't they? Sorry, yeah. Yeah, those are push rods.
Yeah, they're working your valves.
Yeah.
But we can service the injectors. So all we'll do is, because to keep it all the same, we'll put 4 new liners in. Pistons are like new as well, but of course if you put new liners in, we'll put new ring sets in as well.
Could you see anything different with that piston?
No, it's all spotless.
Yeah.
Everything. It's only the fact if that had been that way round and you were inspecting everything,
You wouldn't know what was wrong.
It was just the fact as we were looking at everything, it was like, where's the water getting in? And then it's like, what's that? And then you look really carefully.
Well, when I zoomed in on my phone, you could actually see the crack better than with your eye, yeah. Yeah. So what's the special about this trailer?
This is a 26-foot full commercial trailer. It's airbag suspension, full commercial axles. It's air brakes and ABS, and it's also got electric hydraulic ramps. So there's an Anderson plug on the front.
There's the plug there, and then look at this pump under there.
Pump there, and there's the electric buttons are on the back to lift the ramps up and down.
So what you doing? You converting it to 12 volt?
Yeah, it's passed its MOT as a full commercial trailer, and it's been parked up, not being used.
Levers there, and
there's the buttons there. That's your lever because it's airbag suspension, so that's up and down.
All right.
Yeah. And jacks at the back. So it's just converted to 12 volts, and most of it is 12 volts though, because it's LED. There's just a few real light bulbs in it.
Yeah, swap them.
So
what?
All go to 12 volts, and then it can go.
And is this a Roto Manitou?
Oh, that is, yeah. That's a Roto Manitou. It's just come in for a bush to replace where it's worn.
How high does that go then? 5 ton to 21 metres, is it?
Yeah. 21 metres.
It's big, isn't it?
I'm not going up in the man basket.
Don't blame you. Yeah. Guesses it does need a new track rod, that, doesn't it?
The track rod ends now.
I think we've all driven a tractor back from a field with something like that.
Yeah.
On it.
I've driven one back before with a wooden wedge in there with no wheel on it.
Is that a 1690 or a 1490? What do we think it is? There used to be a plate on them, didn't there? I thought the plate used to be around the bell housing. There's a turbo mites have fell off. Now, I'm not a fan of power harrows, but that is very, very cute. I mean, it's what? I don't know, 3 or 4 foot wide. It's a beast, isn't it? All far from being a beast. Let's have a look at this little mini Manitou anyway. Yeah, talking to Andy then, he said that they're going to be doing the brake thing again. So like last year they did it over a couple of days. They did like a special offer. Well, I think this year they're going to just do it for the month of May. So keep your eye out on the socials for when it's starting, but it'll be in May, and they'll bring it in and then they just charge you per axle. It's worth getting them done before silage season or grain season, but there's a little mini Manitou. So that's a what must be 6 metre though. 6 metre. Maybe it's 2 ton. Was it 2 ton to 4 metre maybe? I don't know. Someone will know what the numbers mean. Maybe it's 60 horsepower, 4 ton to 2 metre. 2 ton to 4 metres. It's like a bird's nest in there. There's a bird started nesting. I thought something looked different when I come in. That shed used to be timber, but he's reclad it. So that's why it looks a lot sharper. Let's have a little look what's on the drive on the way out. On Amazon. Flail collector. Sutton bucket brush on Manitou brackets. We used to have a bucket just like that for shoveling potatoes on a 990 into the potato grader, and then we extended it wider to put on a bucket brush, well Glenn did. Some rakes, more tractors, tedders, mowers, and fast tow dump trailer. On Alliance tyres. On me way to John Bounce's, and I've just called to look at this fantastic straw. How good's that straw? Is it your own?
No, it's not our own.
Some of you might recognise Em Drinkall.
The girl that causes chaos everywhere.
So she has a TikTok channel, TikTok page.
Yeah.
Channel
TikTok.
page. Hello.
Page? I don't know.
She's on TikTok, and she's just shown me around the farm because it's literally 2 minutes away from John Bounce's. And when we were up at the dyno day the other day, she said, "Oh, you should have called in." So we have. So what have we got here other than cows? How old are they?
These are about 4 weeks old, something like that. I've got cows and that's about it. I just run around doing what I do on TikTok every day.
And she's got merch that Claire, who does this stuff, she makes it for her as well.
It's
But
fantastic.
the big question is, should she start doing YouTube or stay on TikTok? What do you think?
I need to know because I can't put all my effort into TikTok and then do YouTube because it just doesn't work. So I need some advice really. Where do you want to see this face?
Are there too many YouTube channels? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Anyway, we'll go and have a little bit of a mooch around the farm while we're here. Let's look at this beast. 4-cylinder. Now guess the age, because I thought it was about 3 weeks old, but it's not, it's over 2. Let's have a look inside. Oh. Need to mute the radio or we'll get a copyright strike. It's nice and warm in here. Glass roof as well. Makes it nice and light. I don't think I've ever seen one with a glass roof.
I'm not the person to ask, to be honest. I'm barely allowed to touch it.
You're not allowed to drive it?
No.
Look at that, it's still got the plastic on the seat. You want to get yourself a girlfriend? You want to get yourself a girlfriend and you can take the plastic off the seat.
Don't use that seat.
No passengers. How many hours has it done? Let's say on here. Hectares. Don't know, there'll be a button somewhere. Milking time is over for these guys. Girls. You can tell I'm not a dairy farmer. It's like got so windy in the last half an hour. Yeah, when I was at Bounces the other day, Em said, oh, you should have called him running around the corner. So I was on my way to Bounces to speak to Laura, rang her, and she said, because I got delayed because I stopped the Cheshire Farm machinery, she said, oh, I'll be back in 20 minutes. So rang Em up and said, I'll call in. So she did a quick tour of the yard, but it was so windy, it didn't really film a lot because you wouldn't have heard it. And I had my microphones in here, and I lifted them out the other day and forgot, which obviously stopped the wind. But we'll call up again sometime, and I think she might visit the farm as well, see a bit of arable going on. It's floating off now. Back from John Bows's. Looks like that is probably going to be staying, which is the one that we had on a trial. Figures look like they add up. Yeah, I'm going to do the birthdays. It's so cold, 7 degrees, but it feels about -1. Ian has managed to get the cameras working on that telly, so that's good, because we can get that now all around the building, so whichever room you're in, you can see all the gates and what's going on, which is really good. And of course, it records to 3 different hard drives as well. Right, birthdays. Quick to do today's birthday month. We've got Guy Haynes is on there, Julie Patterson, the big 50, Dave Rucco, 41, Catherine Cottrell is 54, Grace Butterley is 4, Janice Bell is 49, David Hilly is 59, and Harvey Howlett is 16. So you can legally drive a tractor on the road if you do a tractor test today. And we're £88,833. Just looking, other than Julie who's 50, everyone else is a random number, which is odd. You don't normally get that. Yeah, that is all for today. I did a little bit, been obviously to see John Bounce, Laura at John Bounce's, talking tractors. Did a little bit of filming of one that they had in the yard. But today's video's gone on a bit too long, so I'll show you that again. Also, Em Drinkall. When it's not windy, I'll go back and we'll have a proper tour of the farm, and I think she's going to come here as well for a tour. So, yeah, bumped into her a few times at different events, but never actually had a proper chat. So it's nice to see what she's doing in her sort of like journey around all the, from TikTok to whether she goes onto YouTube and Instagram and all this kind of stuff. So, yeah, anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.